My name is Alejandro Junger. I'm a doctor, and I'm here today to have a reading with Tyler Henry. I've never met Tyler personally, but I've seen every episode of his TV show. I brought my father's jacket inside. I hid one of the electrocardiograms that we did on him when he was in the hospital in hopes that I get a message from him.
Hello. Oh, lovely to meet you.
Some people are rock star groupies. I'm a healer groupie, and I consider mediums and psychics one type of healer. So Tyler, thank you so much for my reading. Exactly who I wanted to come through came through. And you're 21 years old.
I'm 21, yeah.
When did you notice that you had this gift or ability?
You know, I called it an ability, but it was something initially that I learned when I was 10 years old. And my grandmother at the time had been ill with cancer, and I had a premonition of her death one night. And I went into the room to tell my mom that I felt we had to say goodbye. And before we even got the chance to walk out the front door to get in the car, my mom's phone rang. And when she went to pick up the phone, it was my dad on the other end saying she had just died. So that was the first instance, but it took a lot of time and refinement to really take these instances and really turn it into an ability that could be applied in reading.
So what happened just now in our session was a mixture of knowingness?
Yes.
Feelings?
Yep, taking impressions and interpreting them.
Do you see images?
Yes. So I always say that my sixth sense always uses the other five senses to communicate. So when I sit with a person, I might hear a voice, I might get a visual, I might get a physical sensation that corresponds with how someone passed away. I kind of have to take all of that and turn it into a cohesive message that can then be delivered and validated.
Have you ever had a reading through which a prediction for health came down that then manifested?
Well, you know, there actually was a really emotional instance rather recently, which you'll see in the show. And I read Alan Thicke and his wife, and as I sat with them, he had a loved one come through who acknowledged a heart condition and a heart susceptibility, and essentially told Alan, don't be stubborn like I was, just go get it checked. And unfortunately, you know, he passed away months after that of a heart-related issue. So that was a validation that was really, unfortunately, spot on. And I think it was important for him to have a validating experience also before he passed, just to know that his loved ones were around. And I think that that gave a sense of comfort, not only for him, but for his wife as well.
What does scribbling does for you?
So scribbling is something you'll see in the show, and I did it during your reading, and that was basically a process that happened over a kind of trial and error. When I was in my teen years, I was talking to my friend on a phone once, and I was just doodling, as you often do when you're on the phone. Information started coming through about the friend that I was speaking to. So I decided to actually take that idea and integrate it into readings. I thought, okay, well, I'm not sure why when I scribble I see things more clearly, but let's give it a shot. And then as I did it time and time again, I found that scribbling allowed me to distract myself on some level, to kind of allow for subconscious impressions to come through. So fun. I'm so glad I got to connect.
It was amazing. I'm still coming down from, I don't think I'm gonna come down for a while from the cloud that he put me in. He's the real thing. I have no question about it.